Hey, how you doing again? Um, I got a piece of paper here, and on the paper it says, "Warning: fishing pox, very contagious to adult males. Symptoms: continual complaint as to need for fresh air and relaxation. Patient has blank expressions, sometimes deaf to wife and kids. Has no taste for work of any kind. Frequent checking of tackle catalogs. Hangs out in sporting goods stores longer than usual. Secret night phone calls to fishing pals. Mumbles to himself, lies to everyone. No known cure. Quarantine is unnecessary. Treatment medication is useless. Disease is not fatal. Victims should go fishing as often as possible, being sure to take along with him a plentiful supply of your favorite beer. In case of epidemic, more of these notices are available from Circle Liquor. This is what it looks like. Okay? Another thing I want to show. Oh gosh, way back when. This is Saturday, April 2nd, 2005. This is when this happened. I think this was when my mother had either recently or had been deceased for about a year or so. This is in Kerry and Christy's bedroom, the old place where we used to live. And if you look here, there is kind of somebody or something there. And to me, it does look like my mother. So, don't know what to say about that. Now, I have some pictures I want to show to the family members. Uh, this is when my mother lived in my Uncle Jimmy's house uh, on 24th Street, I believe. Don't know the exact house number, but this young lady is many years deceased. We all love her and miss her. This here, if you can see the picture good, is this young lady is my cousin Kimmy Santos. She's no longer with us, and we do miss her. Um, but when she was here on Earth, we had a good time, the family, with her. Now, this next picture, I see my cousin Joanne saying once in a while that she misses him. Um, I heard what had happened to him, but I will not disclose this. This is private. But this is the picture of her and her husband. Cousin Joanne's last name was Trapanese. The husband's name was Patrick Doherty. This is a picture from 1975. It says on the back of the picture, Sal's cousin Joanne, Uncle Joe, and Aunt Frances Trapanese. This is their daughter. This is cousin Joanne and her husband, who is no longer with us, but he is in our thoughts and prayers. So, cousin Joanne and Uncle Hector, I'll notify you on Facebook that I have these pictures, and if you want them, please notify me or check out my YouTube program at Thomas Valvano at Terrible Tom 1. Now, I have some other pictures I wish to show. This is my son and my father playing Santa Claus around Christmas time. He always did. He always played Santa Claus for the grandchildren. He's dearly missed, my father. This gentleman here is my father inviting in his holiday. Oh, this is the house number 83 West 24th Street. And this is from Easter Sunday, 4/22, 1984. Can you imagine that? There's my Aunt Dolly here. Oh, correction, that address is 183 West 24th, where they used to live. No longer live there. This is my Uncle Jimmy's daughter, Barbara Salvato, and little Katrina, who is no longer little. She has how many children, how many nieces and nephews? Quite a bit. But this is them. This is my sister Angie here. Angie, who is now deceased. God rest her soul. Wouldn't believe she was skinny then when she passed away, how heavy she was. And this young lady here, the white sweater, is Gracie Fisher. And this was 4/22/84 when this picture was shown. This is 1990, my sister Debbie Valvano. I haven't spoke to her much in a long time, but I'll try to. Love you, Debbie. This is Katrina. This is age 11 when she was in the 6th grade. Number 30 school on Seaview Avenue, where I used to go, by the way. Like I said, she's a grown woman now with many children. This is Jeanette and her prom date. Doesn't say what year, I don't remember what year it was, but this is her here. This is my Uncle Hector and my Aunt Patricia. They were dating here in this picture, but eventually they had gotten married. I believe I have a picture on that. I'll show it to you in a little bit. And this is me, skinny boy. This is when I went to Assumption BVM school in downtown Jersey City. Put a looker. This is my mom, Carolyn Valvano. Uh, I believe it was the Land of Make Believe that we were at when this picture was taken. Um, I don't recall if I was born then. Was born around this time. This is my pop, Salvatore Valvano. What a looker, Mr. Slim Jim. But we all get old, and he is currently now in heaven, or at least I hope so. This is my mom in 1957. She was a looker too. This is before I was born. I was born in 1958. This is 1957 when this was taken. This is my sister Karen when she was 2 years old. She is now 68, I believe. A year older than me. This is Stella. This was on an Easter Sunday when this picture was taken, 1965. This is me when I was about 2 years old. Right, 2 years old. Just a little BB. These two pictures are a lake that we used to go to, Spring Lake, I believe it was called, when we used to go swimming. This is me here, Bony Boy, and I believe my sister Angie. Another picture in Spring Lake, Karen pulling me on the tube on my Uncle Danny. This is Karen right here. We used to have a good time when we went to Spring Lake, barbecue, do things like that. Nothing like it. This child here is Angie, believe it or not. And God rest her soul. She's no longer with us, but that's her. And this picture is from May 1968. When we lived in the projects, these two people were friends of my mother and father's. Anna Carr and her husband, Billy Carr. This gentleman here is Vinny, and he was my Aunt Rosie's boyfriend. Then this picture was taken Easter, April 5th, 1970, 70, I think it was. And he worked with the Bayonne Police Department, As time went on, they took him off the street, and he became a rifle range. Taught the policemen how to shoot their guns, how to load them, and all that other jazz. So, Vinny, I got you in pictures. This picture is from 1976. This is my Uncle Jimmy when he was young, and my Aunt Roseanne with her dog. And she is in heaven, had an accidental fall down the stairs, didn't make it. And my Uncle Jimmy, he's still with us. He lives in Tom's River, he's doing quite well. And this is me and my sister Karen uh, when we had the novena once a year, and they had a parade and everything. It was nice. The name of the name of the church was Assumption BVM. Yes. This is Christmas time, 1975, I believe. That is, let me see here. That looks like, not Stella. Yes, Stella opening up a Christmas gift. And as you see, the tree was always for real. It was never for fake. For fake. It was never fake. Karen and Stella. Karen's looking like what the hell's going on. But that was around Christmas time when we lived in the projects. This is them here. This was taken in 73, 78. You got Stella, Angie, Debbie, and Jeanette. Of course, you cannot see this child, but this is Scott when he was a little boy, and look how blonde his hair was, just like Darian. This is Angie at communion time. Miss you, Angie. Love you. God bless. This is Stella at her birthday. This gentleman here is Jason when he was young. My Uncle Danny's son, my Aunt Kathy's son. The other fellows, I don't know who they are. Might be Michael Quick's son right here. This gentleman. And this other one. This is Stella and her sister. Baby sister, that is Jeanette, I believe, opening up gifts at Christmas time. And my Aunt Roseanne, whose child that is, I don't know. I don't know if I can tell you. It looks like Scott, but I don't know. She had a bad fall down the stairs and just didn't make it. They lived in PA, Pennsylvania. And this Slim Jim woman is my mother, and Slim Jim boy is me, Tommy, opening up gifts at Christmas time. Always a great time. Great time in this home had by everyone. Miss those times. This is my father, Salvatore Vavano Pop, sleeping, and the year was 1983. You don't recall who this little girl is. Don't know. This is my christening. The picture's a little dull, but here I am. And this is Karen. She was a year old at Christmas time. Which grandchildren look like her? Put it in the comment. Let me know which grandchild she looks like, or which grandchild. Yes, which one of our grandchildren we have now that she looks like. This is my sister Karen. I don't know who this gentleman is, but he's having fun with her. And this is my pop here. And this gentleman he used to work with in Wilson's floor carpeting. They had a med fire in the warehouse, and whatever was left over that could have been sold, they were auctioning off. And this is Stella at 5 months around Christmas time. Uh, doesn't say what year, but who does she look like? Who does she look like in the family? And this is my father's brother right here, and his wife right here. Uh, he's no longer with us. Uncle Chris. I heard he was a rough customer though with my father. The things he used to do to my father, I don't know. And this baby here is baby Angie. Cutie. And this is Stella. She was a baby. And this is cousin Kathleen when she was a baby. And this is Karen in her crib. And Karen at her christening. And Karen getting washed before she gets christened. And Stella here when she was 2 months old. And my dog, who I dearly love so much, Tony, he had to be put down because all his bodily functions and everything he was losing control of and just a wreck. Love you. Here's another one of them. Tony. This is 1973. Forgot what this was all about, but my father didn't look too happy, did he? But he was young then. And this is my cousin Marianne Worley with her husband. She's no longer with us. She's up in heaven. This is Marianne and her husband when they got married. And somebody's birthday party. There's my mother here, me, Karen, my Aunt Rosie, and I think now somebody. Here's another one of those pictures. Look at my mother. Skinny. And my Uncle Hector here. And my Aunt Patricia when they had gotten married. Good old days. So, like I said, these two pictures because of cousin Joanne and her husband. This was taken in 1975 in March. So, anyway, I'll talk to you on Facebook about this and how you can go about and achieve this picture, which I hope you have, but if not, you're more than willing to have this. And same goes with my cousin here, Kimberly Santos, who was dearly missed. And so is my Uncle Hector, too. I forgot to mention that. So, these are some family pictures. I have tons of them more. But I noticed on YouTube, my first video before this one, I got a limited amount of this partial something. I guess they didn't like. They said there was some kind of something that should not have been put in there. So they gave me a partial blockage on viewing status throughout the country. So, although I had how many videos before that I had no issues, no problems, I guess that don't count. Whatever. Okay, bye-bye.